How's it going? My name is Chris, and welcome back to another one of my F1 24 VCARB career mode videos for today's Dutch Grand Prix. If you guys did miss last episode, we went to the Belgian Grand Prix, first race after about a month and 1 week off break before coming back onto this game, and we started P7, and in the beginning, Ricciardo got out ahead of us going into turn 1. And the idea is that if we got out ahead of Ricciardo coming out of turn 1, we would help him by having him get the DRS off of us. But if he got out ahead of us, we would do everything in our power to stay behind him and allow him to finish ahead of us and get much needed points. And pretty much the entire race just did that. Had a couple DNFs with Albon and Piastri, and then we ended up pushing our pit stop back a couple of laps. And we came out ahead of Ricciardo, which was not what I wanted to do, but it happened anyways. I was extremely frustrated with it, but we allowed Ricciardo back through, and we just stayed behind him for the rest of the race whilst holding off Ocon. And while Charles Leclerc went on to win the race, we came home in a P10, which ended up being our lowest finishing position thus far this season. Our last lowest finishing position was back in Japan, where we ended up finishing in P9. So it definitely had been a little bit since we last finished that low. The point standings coming out of the coming out of the Belgian Grand Prix are as follows. Max Verstappen extends his lead at the top of the championship, now ahead of us by 49 points, ahead of us in P2. Charles Leclerc in third, he's only 4 points back. Lando Norris in fourth, Fernando Alonso in fifth, Lewis Hamilton in sixth, Oscar Piastri seventh, George Russell in eighth, Carlos Sainz in P9, and Sergio Perez in P10. And then you have Lance Stroll in 11th, Daniel Ricciardo in 12th, Pierre Gasly in 13th, Alexander Albon in 14th, Esteban Ocon 15th, Valtteri Bottas 16th, Kevin Magnussen 17th, Nico Hülkenberg 18th, Joe Guan Yu 19th, and Logan Sargent in 20th. And then over on the constructor side of things, Red Bull still lead in the constructor standings by only 43 points ahead of Ferrari in P2. And then you got McLaren a distant P3 with Mercedes in P4, ourselves in P5, Aston Martin in P6, Alpine in 7th, Williams in 8th, the Kick Saubers in 9th, and the Haas F1 team in P10. So that is how the standings are looking. And now, before we jump into like what I did for like the specialist stuff and all that jazz, it is time to head into the season break first, which goes from the 30th of July to the 14th of August, which is probably the shortest summer break that I think F1's had in a while. Because I don't even know if that is close to 3 weeks. It's probably like 2.5. But to each their own. But we'll go ahead, start the season break, and now we're back. So that was pretty fast. But I was hoping I have enough R&D points to get an upgrade, but unfortunately we don't. So we're just going to keep saving up. And already got the specialist stuff, so here are what my specialist goals are. And yeah, so now it's time to head to the Dutch Grand Prix. And there's a lot of R&D, mainly from Ricciardo's side, because he had 5 going, and the only one that we have that should be coming in is the wheel rim covers. So let's see if they all come in. So let's go ahead and advance through time. Reliability testing does come in for the MGUK. Wheel rim covers come in. Weekly resources, running costs. None of Ricciardo's other upgrades come in.
To come through, but I'm afraid to say that
every single one of his chassis upgrades failed.
To redevelop via the R&D screen.
Oh my god, that is not good. We still don't have enough to even get the aerodynamic upgrade. He ended up purchasing the rotors, so I guess that's something. Oh yeah, the CE hasn't even been repurchased or whatever. I thought Ricciardo would have repurchased that by now, but yeah, so now it seems like we might have to pick up where Ricciardo left off. We'll go on ahead and get repurchase the planks. So that can come in, and then the tire blankets is another 10 resource points that we can't, unfortunately, use. But when we get to that point, we'll get the tire blankets, and yeah, just kind of go from there. But definitely could have ended up a lot more different for ourselves. But sometimes you just can't, you know, get everything, and it's obvious that Ricciardo just has terrible luck when it comes to that sort of stuff. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. But now it's time to head to the Dutch Grand Prix. Should be fun. I said at the end of the last episode, haven't really had the same success around Zandvoort like I used to back in F1 2020. But maybe times have changed. I have no idea. Maybe we will do good here. I have no idea. We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and head off to the race weekend to practice in the qualifying. I'm going to have you guys in the race.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside in races across Europe. Here this weekend, it's even easier to find the Dutch fans as they have a race to call their own once again. A warm welcome to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe, of course, as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with a 678 metre main straight heading into turn 1, Tarzan Corner. And on that straight with DRS open, that'll be the best overtaking opportunity on this track. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Stroll, Verstappen, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Smith, Norris, Sainz, Gasly, Ricciardo, Oscar Piastri, Joe, Russell, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Sargent, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me, bringing glamour and expertise to our commentary today, Naomi Schiff. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
Well, they're certainly in a great position. It's always great to just come off of a win. The momentum's there, the team are working well together, and so is the car. So what they've got to do is just keep building on that. Don't change a winning formula. Keep it simple and keep doing what you're doing.
All right, rolling off P8 today. Bit of a shock because I'm just going to be honest with all of you guys. We have no fucking pace. It's apparent that there's just no fucking pace in this car. And pretty much the main goal is to just get through this race. That's about all we can do. To say I'm irritated about the lack of pace would be an understatement because I am pretty irritated. We're just going to roll with the punches and see what happens. But quick little recap of qualifying. Q1 could have gone, I feel like could have put down a better lap in all honesty, but it allowed us to safely make our way into Q2. And we were with our teammate as per usual. And I was thinking with the heated rivalry between myself and Ricciardo that he would qualify differently. He would be way more aggressive because he's in that rivalry with me, and you would think that. And then come Q2, we just flat out beat him and Ocon and one more other driver that I forgot who it was for 10th, and it was very, very close between myself, Ricciardo, Ocon, and the other driver that I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, just it was super close for P10 to who we get into Q3, and we snuck our way in. And when we got to Q3, we kind of held up Hamilton a little bit, but it wasn't my intention. I thought we were going to be able to drive away from him, and we would have been able to lay down a pretty good lap, but both of our laps weren't that good. And when we started our final lap, rain hit, and then apparently at some point, Sainz and Lando just never set down a lap. They had an issue coming out of the pits, I guess, when they were entering the track to start their Q3 lap, and just never happened. So that's how we ended up P8, and Leclerc won the pole, so he's right on that wave of momentum from his win in Belgium last time out. So should be very, very interesting. But take a look at our strategy today. Looks like they want me to do a soft to a medium. I mean, even though I don't have pace in this thing, it's a kind of a shock that 7 seconds are actually shaved off. It's insane, but our tire our tire management is absolutely insane, and I don't really know any other driver currently that has, besides Hamilton and Leclerc, that has like really good tire management. So we saved our tires pretty well when it came to Belgium. I could say that, and I think everybody would agree with me that our tire management in Belgium was pretty good. But we'll have to see how it goes today. So without further ado, let's go on ahead, jump into this race, and let us see what we can do. Let's go. Well, I'm glad we got off the line pretty good. Managed to keep P8, and we're going to go for P7 on Albon. Oh, we made a little bit of contact. I felt that. Apparently we made contact with Gasly in turn 1. I don't know how. And Leclerc really fucking Ferrari dropped the ball on the start. Holy. It's a Red Bull 1-2. What the fuck is going on? Stroll somehow is in P3 still. I don't know how the fuck he's there. I see Ricciardo back there in P10, so. Also, this final corner is bumpy as shit. Like, holy Christ. Looks like Leclerc's gonna go for it on Stroll. Try to get back into the podium. Where did Lando go? Lando started behind me, and he's like not even in the top 10 anymore. McLaren are fucking falling apart. I think me and Hamilton might try to get these Astons as quick as we can. Try to dispatch them. Damn it. Oh, God. Throat's acting up right now, and I'm not a big fan of it. And Charles did get around Stroll, so he is back into third. So even though he did not get off the line well, can he go run down the Red Bulls, who are first and second right now? Yeah, DRS around the final bank corner, just bouncing like fucking crazy. Actually the fastest in Sector 3, holy shit. Stroll's gonna go for the re-overtake on Leclerc. He got him. Yeah, Hamilton in the right rear. Or not hit him, but tapped him. Albon's sticking with us, as is Sainz and as is our teammate. It's just sticking with us. Yeah, the McLarens did good here in real life, and this has just been awful for them. Charles is going to go for the re-overtake.
The fastest lap of the race so far.
Kind of to be expected when Max shows up at Zandvoort. I don't know about in this year's car, but sure, we'll go with it. Remember at F1 23 and all the games before it, just trying to gas it off that corner or throttle it all the way back up, coming out of that banked corner in third gear was never going to work, and now it works perfectly fine in this game. It's hilarious.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
There's not really much I can do because these guys are just like in their own little world up here. Looks like I can exit this corner fine. That time it was decent. Not my best, but it was decent. Charles just cannot get away from the Astons. Keep reeling them back in. Except this time, they couldn't re-overtake him again. But you got a really good run after that corner. Going to the outside actually worked. It's a bit of a shock.
Okay, mate, it's Hamilton ahead. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push,
So they want me to overtake him before lap 11, but Stroll's actually slow. He lost quite a bit of time to Charles. We might be able to. We can probably get Hamilton before lap 11. I know that for a fact. I'm gonna say this right now. Well, the minute Leclerc drives away from these Astons, it's all over for Stroll. He's gonna get freight trained like crazy. First is gonna be Alonso, then it's gonna be Hamilton, then it's gonna be myself, and then it'll be Albon, shockingly, and then Sainz, and then my teammate. It's all gonna. It's all gonna unfold for Stroll if you don't stay within 1 second of Leclerc. I think that's yeah. Lap 15 is when we got a pit. We can hold out till then. I know it's crazy that I can hold out till then, but well, I know for a fact I can. Stroll is gaining back that time he lost on Leclerc, which is shocking. Holy shit. Oh, I inhaled while I was swallowing some fucking saliva. Holy shit. I'm having a fucking cough attack. Not an asthma attack, but just a coughing attack. Holy. I am so fucking sorry. Oh my god, my game's fucking doing dumb shit. Fuck off. Sainz passed Albon, by the way, while all that was going on. I'm still trying to overtake Hamilton, and I only have like one more lap to do so I could beat this challenge or get this objective, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, found the fucking grass. We have a run on Hamilton, and no, we don't.
Okay,
we did, and then he just started pulling us.
Needed, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down and chin up. There's a long way to go.
Ricciardo got around Albon for P9.
Car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
Trying to ride that wave of momentum from Belgium. And well, he's doing that exact thing. Bro, I almost fucking died IRL. And I'm still up here. What the fuck? Shows you what incredible car control I have. Even when I am dying from choking on my own saliva, essentially. Holy shit. That's like the third time I've hit Hamilton this race. I feel like if I hit him one more time, my front wing's gonna break. Just gonna fall apart Lego style.
Yellow flag.
Oh, there's a yellow ahead. Oh, what in the blue fucking what the fuck? Verstappen! What the fuck happened to Verstappen? He just spun out and I just gained 2 spots from that. Hell yeah. That also pushed Stroll into P3 in the fucking race. He's not. Stroll's on the podium. Holy shit. Yeah, I think Verstappen just overcooked it going into the corner and spun. My tires are screaming at me. I just got the fucking indicator for it too. And I just went right over it. Yeah, that left front's at 60%. That's not good. I do not have ERS or DRS. Max is gonna get her. I'm not even gonna fucking bother trying to keep my ERS at all. Verstappen will get it on by us, so that's Hamilton to my inside. Holy shit. Couldn't get around Hamilton to save my life. And all it took was for Max to fucking bottle it up in the first corner to give me the opportunity that I needed to pass Hamilton. And then Max being Max just goes right back on by me. Max got DRS off of Alonso. Us following him is probably what's going to bring us back into the fight against him, or against the guys ahead. See how Max favors inside this DRS train that we've all been stuck in for ever since the race began, pretty much. Oh, there's a yellow behind. Who could that be for?
Box this lap.
It's my teammate. Great. Why the fuck wouldn't it be my teammate? And I'm pitting this lap too. Oh, good fucking god. Well, that's another DNF for Ricciardo that he had no control over.
Okay, mate, we need to save some ERS, so let's use all the techniques you know about to charge it up.
I think that's going to be ridiculed because we're coming in this time. I really need these softs off too. Like, I cannot drive with this shit. These tires are done for.
Daniel's race is over. He's dropped out.
I could tell. I knew. I saw. I got told on the fucking heads-up display.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
I'll say this right now. Thank God I wasn't trying to fucking help Ricciardo because he just DNF'd out the race. And Alonso's coming in, so is Max. Hamilton, I think, is coming in behind. We're all good, thankfully. Looks like Alonso and Leclerc going on mediums. Same with us. We're gonna get out ahead of Max, which is a shock.
Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Almost just
really
ate the fucking wall.
Target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though.
Surprised it still allowed us to complete that challenge. Well, now I think we jump. I think we might even jump Stroll as well. I know Max is gonna be way faster than us, so it might be a no-brainer to give up the lead to him, or surrender the position to him. Leclerc is stuck behind Bottas. Kind of lucky that we got DRS off of Charles, but
button and see what you can do.
Not shocked either, because like I said, he's being held up by Bottas and the Haas up there. He'll get around Bottas because Bottas is pitting. Don't know what that was, by the way.
Okay, so gap to the car
yeah, everybody else is repitting. Oh, I thought Max was on my outside, not my inside. Holy shit. I'll just get the spot to him. No big deal. Can my game stop freezing, please? Thank you very much. And Perez came right out next to Leclerc. But because Hülkenberg was there, couldn't really do anything. We're all trapped behind Hülkenberg. And I'm pretty much directly behind the top three right now. Because whoever's leading isn't going to be leading for long. And Hülkenberg is, well, pulling a Kevin Magnussen. He is being a nuisance. Holy shit, he is slowing us down a lot. Stroll lost a lot of time. Like, a lot of time. Holy fuck, you can't go anywhere with this shit, dude. Yeah, all of us were just slow because of Hulkenberg. Who was leading? Oh, it was Joe. I didn't even know Joe was leading this race. Well, not anymore. Yeah, we're directly behind the leaders because now we're in P4. And we're now getting to the halfway point. At the end of this lap, it'll be the halfway point of the race. And a car that has like no pace on it on paper is up in P4. Racing behind the Ferrari of Leclerc and the championship leaders of Red Bull and the driver's championship leader Max Verstappen. This is honestly a shocker to see Perez up here. Especially with how not so good he's been doing IRL. The fact he's up here is crazy. He can show speed. I'll give him that. For some strange odd reason, he's all the way up here. Kudos to him. Lost a lot of time to the guys ahead, but they keep fighting like that. We're gonna close right back in the gap. You can also thank the DRS for allowing us to stick with Verstappen. I thought Perez regained the lead for a second, but nope.
Leclerc's taken the lead.
That honor went to Charles. Well, Charles went defensive, but that probably wasn't the best line to take because that just means that Perez's outside is going to turn into the inside. Yeah. And Perez just took full advantage of it. Yeah, every lap, Perez and Leclerc are going to be changing the position for the lead, except this time, though. Leclerc just did not know where to go. He did not know where to pass Perez up high or Perez down low. He legit could not pass him. Wow. Perez being an absolute lioness, apparently. There he goes. He found a way around him. Oh, and I overshot the fucking corner, and I think Max even locked up because he thought I was going to probably run. I think he was thinking I was going to run into him. Well, don't worry, Max. I'm not going to run into you. Just overshot the hell out of the corner. The fact that we've been able to control P4 for this long is amazing. Russell just pitted the fastest lap. Holy. He is flying.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Mainly just using it on this main straight with DRS active. Not really using my battery anywhere else.
Okay, mate. Tyres are running hot, mate. Tyres are running hot. Please keep the temps down if you can.
Oh, wow. Okay. For 4.9 seconds? What the fuck?
Okay, unlucky, mate. It was a good try, but we didn't quite meet our targets. Not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus right the way into the checkered flag.
I mean, it was at like the worst possible time to do it. High speed corners where I need to pretty much abuse the shit out of my tires to be able to keep up. And that just did not work. We are coming to 12 to go. The fight for the lead continues. We purpled sector 3. We can get sector 3 down, we just can't get the other 2 sectors down to try to take the fastest lap away, but you know, to each their own. Oh, did they make a little... I made contact with Max, but did Leclerc and Perez make contact? Looked like they did. I know, like I said, I know me and Max did. Me and Alonso are coming very, very close to making contact because of how close we are. He is getting to me and how much I keep cutting cutting him off.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was itching my nose, and then the next thing I know, I just see Alonso on the inside of me. Ooh, wow. Puffs of smoke coming from Charles. He wants this win bad. He's trying to go back to back and close in on Max and pass us in the Drivers' Championship. I say we can get around Max, but we really can't. In all honesty, none of the top 3 we can pass.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
That's the problem. It's like, I think I can, but I don't... Like, I feel like I can, but I don't think it's possible. You know what I mean? The feeling is there. The thinking is like, no. You're not going to be able to. It's going to backfire. So that's why I'm just like, it's iffy. It's iffy. Max just jumped to the inside of Perez. First time Max has made him moving a little bit. It did not work. Not keep his foot in it to try to get around Perez. And he, well, in all honesty, Perez just kept the spot. I got 6 laps left. Verstappen is now harvesting ERS because the back of his car is blinking, so he definitely used it all up when he was trying to pass Perez. So he is in energy saving mode because he is on low energy. Meanwhile, we have the pace to maintain P4 and stick with Verstappen, but we don't have the pace to go anywhere else. Kind of one of the downsides of this car. At certain tracks, it's good. Other tracks like this one, really, we can only make up time when it comes to pit lane, and that's about it. And even then, sometimes we aren't even able to hold off the lead. Coming up on 5 to go, and Charles has done a good job maintaining the lead over Perez. He's able to pull away from him on the straights, and that RB20, it's not as competitive as it used to be on the straights. His strong suit is pretty much our strong suit, which is the slower corners. And even then, man, I mean, just the amount of work that you have to do. It's crazy. Absolute insanity. Did a little bit too much curbing right there than I wanted to. These two keep this up, Max is probably going to pounce on the first opportunity he's given. And we're coming close to the end of the race. And I'm just going to say this right now. If they keep it up, Max is going to pounce on the first opportunity. And when we're getting down to the closing stages of this race, it's going to mean all the more once that happens. Trust me, I know the feeling a little too well.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Got some grip left, but not a whole lot. Didn't even realize I was in gear 5. I thought I was in gear 4, going down to gear 3. It's another hit into the back of Verstappen. That's like the 4th time I think this race that I've done that. At least it's not enough to break to break my wing. There we go. I'm trying to combine rear wing and wing at the same time, or for the same word. Even though it's not my rear wing that I'm hitting them with, it's the front wing.
Okay, you're within 1 second.
He's going for it again.
Get ready to use DRS for the overtake.
And Leclerc held on. Game's freezing. Fuck off. Ooh, about lost it. I feel like if I could get a good run along that outside, I could pass Verstappen, but like I said, I need a good run. Runs like that aren't going to really do me any good. They got to be way better than that. Now the tire indicator comes up. Probably for the left front being at like 60% again, I think. Check very quickly. Yep, 61 on the left front. Holy shit.
Okay, mate.
All right, final lap at Zandvoort.
Concentration and let's bring it home.
I think Perez isn't going to be able to get Charles. Charles is doing a good job just maintaining the lead. And Max is doing a real good job of keeping me at bay and not really giving me the opportunity to get up alongside him. Even though I am keeping up with them, it's just not going to be enough to get the spot. Imagine if Max just passed Perez just for the hell of it. That would have been funny if he did that down the straight. Just like, oh, Super Max came out there. Well, I mean, definitely a better result than I thought. So I'll take it. We're going to come home P4 while Charles Leclerc goes on and goes back-to-back this season. Won last time out in Belgium, and he wins this time out in Zandvoort. GG's Charles.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
And hey, a nice rally after last week. Finished P10 in Belgium, finished P4 here. I'll take it. Driver of the day to Max. Really could have gone to anybody. Just going to put that out there.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
Well, that's 2 race wins in a row for them. I think they'll be really happy with that. I mean, 1 race win is great, but to have 2, you know that you've got it. You're a little bit more comfortable in your skin. This is a great sign of maybe what's to come next.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
All right, so definitely a result that I did not expect to see. I said at the beginning of the race that we just had no fucking pace in the car whatsoever. And we managed to pull through and finish 4th. So, not at all a bad result for ourselves and for the team. So, yeah, I think the team had a little bit of weight lifted off their shoulders after Ricciardo DNF'd, but other than that, though, it was pretty smooth sailing from there on out. So, I mean, good race all around. I wasn't looking forward to it after qualifying, to this race after qualifying, and then we got another race, and well, my mind changed. I'm glad I was a part of this. This was actually a lot of fun. So yeah, but what a drive, what a win for Charles Leclerc today. Takes his 2nd straight win of the season, and the first race back since the summer break. And now the home stretch begins for the final few races of the year, which should be very interesting to see what the hell happens. But congratulations to Charles on the win. Congrats to Perez on a P2. Maybe he'll get one more podium this year in a Red Bull in real life. I have no idea. Maybe this is a sign of things to come for Perez. And then congratulations to Max on a 3rd. We come on P4. Luckily. Did not think we would get this good of a finish, but we did. Then Fernando Alonso P5. Hamilton in 6th. Stroll in 7th after starting 3rd, so still not bad. Sainz in 8th. Albon finishes 9th, so more points for Williams. And Lando Norris, P10. So, very, very good job to them, and especially to Lando, who had a terrible start. The fact that he got a point is astonishing. Charles he also had a terrible start, and he rallied back to finished first. You can pretty much thank the fact that he was able to pit before Perez, and then that's what got him the lead. But other than that, he was able to hold him off, so good job to him. And the rest of the order is as follows: Piastri 11th, Russell 12th, Ocon 13th, Zhou 14th, Magnussen 15th, Bottas 16th, Hulkenberg 17th, Logan Sargent 18th, and Pierre Gasly in 19th. And Daniel Ricciardo is the only DNF 20th. Yeah, like I said earlier, thank God I did not bother helping him, because I would have just been way more pissed off, and in all honesty, something would have been fucking broke. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it genuinely pisses me off when I try to help Ricciardo, and then just that shit happens, and I'm just like, well, there went all that. There went all that progress. Thankfully, though, that didn't happen. And he DNF'd without us helping him. So, there's that. But take a look at the standings. So Max Verstappen's lead shrinks to Charles Leclerc now, who is now P2, 43 points back. We're in P3 now. I did not expect myself to stay in second place in the points for as long as I did. We're still on like the podium position when it comes to the points to the championship standings. So it definitely. I still feel out of place in some respects. Lando's like 2 races behind me, but he's been having bad races that if he keeps this up, by season's end, we're going to finish 3rd and Lando's going to finish 4th. That's just the reality of it. Then Fernando Alonso in P5, Lewis Hamilton P6, Oscar Piastri P7, Sergio Perez is now P8, tied with George Russell at 114 points, but he's P9, and Carlos Sainz is now P10. Stroll is in 11th, Ricciardo is still in 12th, Gasly 13th, Albon 14th, Ocon 15th, Bottas 16th, Magnussen 17th, and it is still Hulkenberg, Zhou Guanyu, and Logan Sargent without a point scored. Constructors, Red Bull they pull away even further in the Constructors Championship by now 47 ahead of Ferrari in P2. McLaren are still P3, but they're only 37 points ahead of Mercedes in P4. We maintain a pretty good P5, and we actually are closing in the gap on Mercedes. And then you got Aston down there in P6, Alpine 7th, Williams in 8th, Kickstoppers in 9th, and the Haas is in 10th. Williams, I think, could probably pass Alpine before season's end. They just need good races, like the Dutch Grand Prix. So, maybe it'll happen. Who knows? I'm not saying like Albon's gonna pull off a fucking miracle when it comes to a track like Baku, which is coming up here soon, where he just flat out wins it after having a battle with my teammate. Imagine if I got a carbon copy of that. It'd be like a full circle moment almost. But yeah, so really good day today. Really good job on our behalf. I'm shocked we got a P4 out of all this, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Not bad. Not bad at all. So now I'm in a championship rivalry with Charles Leclerc. And one of us has to increase our points to win 200, or has to increase our points to 254 in order to win experience, racecraft, awareness, and pace. I really keep finding ways to dig myself a deeper and deeper and deeper hole, I swear. First it was Max, and now it's Charles. Holy shit. This is not looking good. This isn't looking good, boys. That's probably another rivalry that I'm going to lose, but at least it's regular. It's not intense as the ratings rivalry, which we're now drawing. Me and Ricciardo are now at 82 RTG. So, first one to 85 wins it. And it is heated. I think that's why maybe Ricciardo DNFs, because he was like pushing so hard that it was pretty much killing his engine. That, well, let's just say his engine went see ya bye-bye. And, he just flat out DNF'd. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm talking out of my ass, who knows at this point. But ratings or experience goes up to the fantastic number of 69. Nice. Our racecraft's at 84, our awareness is at 82, our pace is at 83, and our focus is at 80. And that puts us comfortably at 82 RTG, so One more level will put my experience at 70, which is going to be a huge deal. So our focus, or experience, excuse me, mainly just comes from leading our teammate rivalry. Pretty much if I just do the fucking objectives that they give me, I'll definitely gain more rating. So I have to do them consistently, but I don't really know how that's gonna go. And that recognition. So my recognition actually went down somehow. So even though I'm at 82 RTG and I'm at an 80 focus, I lost another percentage of recognition and Ricciardo gained another point. I don't really know how that works, but the fact that that works that way is astonishing to me. So yeah. That's interesting. So now we're 2% off of getting that third simultaneous upgrade. That's a bit annoying. We got our manufacturer expert challenge done along with our power unit strategist and our quality assurance tester. I need 40 more points for the power unit consultant to get him to level 1. And we're this deep into the season. Dear God Almighty. And we're back home again. I swear, like, my F1 character is living a better life than I am in my IRL. And hey, the monocoque structure came in.
Perfect opportunity.
And there's a secret meeting with Haas. But before we get into that, new rival in Charles Leclerc. We need 42 championship points to win. So this is going to go over the span of 2 races. Fun. And Monza's next. Charles won at Monza in real life. He's won twice in a row already. Oh, son of a bitch. The good news is, though, is that we ended up getting the monocoque structure in. So I'll take it. It's something. Jesus Christ, the frame rate. What the fuck? I don't know why it did this shit, but it is fucking dumb. I'm gonna just say this shit right now. There we go, I fixed this all. So we got to go ahead and get the other upgrade that Daniel couldn't repurchase, which is the tire blankets. I think there was another one. Yeah, he still hasn't repurchased the durability upgrade, so we'll repurchase that for him. Surprisingly enough, he hasn't even gone for any of this other shit. Is he even eyeing the durability department? No, he's been focusing so much on the durability department, he's now like, alright, I'm fucking done for now. Yeah, damn, McLaren. Holy fuck, I just now realized. McLaren's about to get passed by Aston Martin and ourselves on the vehicle performance comparison. Holy shit. That is not good. Holy fuck. Oh, I have my power unit consultant again, so I can still, whenever we go to, Monza, whatever objective he decides to give me, that'll be the, hopefully it'll be an easy one, and then we can get him to level 1. But, yeah, I think there was something else I was gonna do, and I forgot. Oh yeah, check the progress history, see what shit Ricciardo's got. He only has 2 of the power unit upgrades coming in. We have 2 chassis and 1 durability. Holy cow. McLaren have flatlined since Hungary. They have not made a single upgrade for this long. Meanwhile, Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari are continuing to prove that they can still bring upgrades to the table. There's 9 races left. This is bad for McLaren. Like, they're doing good in real life, and then they just shit the bed here. That's insane. But that's gonna do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Guys, did leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification button down below for more. Our next race will be the Monza Grand Prix. I have a secret meeting with Haas just to see what, I guess, happens, because this is the furthest I think anyone's gotten with the secret meetings. So I think this might be the final one. I think there's like there's 3 secret meetings, and this is the 3rd and final one. I just wanted to see like how far it would go. And we're going to find out when we go to Monza just exactly what this secret meeting holds for us. So, yeah, should be interesting. But thank you guys all so much. My name is Chris. I'm out. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Peace out. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care. I want to love you guys oh so very much. And goodbye.